The federal budget is a treatise to corporate greed and political corruption. My name is Samuel Ronan, and I am running for President of the United States within the Republican primary. And it is egregious to me how wasteful our government is spending our money, our tax dollars, and we don't even get any benefits from it. We spend over $1 trillion in Medicare and Medicaid. And as a nation, we spend over $4 trillion in healthcare. To account for the health insurance industry, which accounts for at least $1 trillion, the pharmaceutical industry's profit margins, which is $300 billion, and all of the bloated costs and unregulated costs of care across the country, accounting for yet more than $1 trillion of cost and expenditure. In addition to the out-of-pocket expenses, which tidies up the $4 trillion. Medicare and Medicaid gets paid out to every single hospital, every single clinic, every single medical practitioner. And then those people charge a multiplier from that Medicare cost to you. Colloquially to the insurance companies, but primarily to you, so that they can profit, so they can make money off of your illness, your health, your well-being. This is the one thing that should never have been privatized, and we have the spending, the numbers to prove that if all of that excess cost, all of those multipliers were erased and medicine was produced at cost, the entire Medicare and Medicaid budget would cover the entirety of medical costs for the entire United States. So explain to me why our federal budget has that capability and our economy has that capability and the president has the ability to regulate the cost of care and to eliminate the middlemen, leeches, and parasites of society who prevent us from getting the care that we are paying into to help subsidize. Why are we subsidizing our care twice? Once through federal taxation and another time through private insurance. Explain to me how that makes sense. And I challenge any candidate at the federal or any other level to explain that. Our federal spending is appalling. And for the amount of money that we are spending, we the people, these United States, us, are getting nothing to show for it. Take the federal spending on education benefits. It's around $80 billion a year. The annual cost of cumulative tuition, is around $76 billion. So it is $4 billion less than what we are allocating for in the federal government. And yet somehow we can't establish universal education. We can't forgive student loans. Now let's look at Social Security. We, through the federal budget, are not even paying into Social Security. We are paying back Social Security because during the global war on terror, every single administration ransacked the Social Security fund and hasn't paid it back. Now, I've already addressed the taxation issues and why 90% of taxes need to be paid by those who control 90% of the wealth. But I digress. Our federal budget spending does nothing for the plight of the American people. And as your president, I will ensure that our budget, our tax dollars, our federal budget, our federal spending shall be catered to the needs of the American people. That is my promise to you as your future president. We will get the representation and the leadership that we deserve.